This video is brought to you by NK Wheels and What Monsters Do. Thank you so much to these guys for supporting everything we do on this channel and the Japan content. We could not do it without them. And you can go to whatmonstersdo.com and order some cool merchandise with the discount code Ebisu. And don't forget Power Vehicles. Go check out their website because I could not do these trips without them. And if you want to do a trip like this, go check out their website. Here you can observe the two young male specimens, both looking at their phones and not making eye contact. Oh, they're making eye contact. He's avoiding it. These are millennials, and they look at their phones constantly. And oh, there they are, right out of the elevator. So we're at 7-Eleven right now getting money because this is the best place to have an ATM that works for an American ATM card. But this is hilarious. They sell whiskey over there. They have all kinds of different things that you would normally find, in a 7-Eleven. But a very Japanese thing is they sell ties and work shirts for people on their way to work at 7-Eleven. That's something you definitely would not see in Texas. We're so jealous they got 5 people in that elevator, which you absolutely could not do with the Americans. We can only get 2? Yeah, 2. 3 if we got a small guy with us.
Yeah, 3 at the most. 3 with Ben.
I'm driving out of this teeny tiny parking garage right now. I'm in a Prius and this thing is almost too big to get through here. And we paid for parking inside, and then we couldn't get the car into the garage like we had the night before because our thing wouldn't work and no one would understand, so we just lifted the thing to get out. Look at this. This is crazy. I mean, it's no big deal, but it's just hilarious. And here's Mark waiting for me, and we're gonna sneak this baby out. Gotta get super close to the right side. Oh, I rubbed the mirror. Thanks, Mark. There we go. That's how idiots get their way through Japan. All right, so don't do that stuff when you're here, but sometimes in Japan, you just can't figure out how to work machinery because everything's in Japanese. Sometimes you have to improvise, and that's called improvising. It's 8 a.m., we're waiting to get in. And since it's a Sunday, there's a bunch of Japanese cars. And there's some really rad looking, like that's super aggressive. It's driven by a female, which is interesting. That is way less aggressive, but it still looks really cool. That car is rad though. That one's really cool up there too. There's even a car up on a trailer. Yeah, and I think that's the grip line to get in, and this is the drift line to get in. All right, quick pit walk. Let's look at cool cars. Let's start with that one. Holy cow, that's cool. That's absolutely rad. Sugoi. Holy cow, that's cool. I want that. Which is cooler, Sai? That or that? You like the S15? Oh, okay.
Way better.
I don't know, man. I like the 110. What's the coolest car up here right now?
This thing?
The S15? I love how different our tastes are. Oh no, it's one of these Camaro things. This is so crazy. There's a low 15-inch car. Let's see this thing come by. That is so different looking. I've literally never seen someone pull that off in the States before. Have you?
Because they suck.
What?
Because they suck.
That's so unique.
All right, so those are American wheels and we can't even do it better than they can. That's the sad part.
Yeah. Up, here comes 100. They have trailers up here on North Course today, which is kind of crazy. We never see trailers. What?
There's a guy over there with a gate.
Oh, so the gate is open and they're bringing them across right now. Bubble fender Zinky. You never see that specific look in the US. Up. Hose clamps to a bar for the e-brake. Style stuff. 4 air fresheners. Hello. I have successfully found the most interesting car at Ebisu. This thing is mind-blowing. It's tiny. When I say tiny, it is tiny. It's like the size of a golf cart. I don't even know what it is. It's like a tiny mail truck or something. It even has a cabinet in it. This thing is hilarious. It's so small, it's almost a one-seater. See what size tires it's on. It is on... Where does it say? 175/60 13s. 13-inch wheels. It's like a teeny tiny delivery truck. I love it. I wonder what the engine is. For reference, I'm almost as tall as a thing. If you laid me down, I'd be as long on the ground as a thing. It's hilarious. I love it. This thing is super unique. No one has ever pulled this off that's tried in the US that I've seen. It's on like Diamond Racing wheels or something. I assume they're 15s, but it looks super cool. Like you could literally rock an LS1 or an SR or a KA or anything like this, and it would still fit the style. It's a pig nose bumper, so I guess in America, it would be like a single cam bumper. So cool. I haven't seen him drive yet, but the wheel fitment and the fenders. Oh, I just realized it's actually wide body in the back with like Origin Type 2 fenders. And then you're so loud, cars. And then a bubble fender on back, and then it's also wide body up front, fenders, fiberglass fenders, and then a bubble on top of that. So cool. He has reclining seats in it. So this probably would have been a C18 car in the Japan for that time period. Oh look, he has a 240SX. This must actually be all 240SX body parts. So it must be a first gen pig nose front off of a KA single cam car with a 240SX garnish and everything. So that probably was expensive over here. But in America, those would be like dumpster parts. That's hilarious. Very, very interesting. Oh, I'll get out of his way. I'm still walking around looking at really unique cars, and this Corolla is super awesome, especially to see drifting, because these things are getting really expensive everywhere in the world. And it looks, looking down the body lines and everything, it looks really, really clean. You see these less and less and less over time. At Matsuri time, you do see, oh, look at that. He has like a blanket set up on the inside for sound deadening. Today's super unique car is this Miata. in there he's looking at. Very unique setup. The car wasn't making any boost. It was running great, and then it just stopped making boost. Running perfectly. Everything's great. We pulled. It's so loud. We tried doing all the sensors and stuff and the boost piping and everything, figuring out what it was. And we finally started taking apart the turbo. And then it's so loud. The exhaust side of the turbo is all borked, and the turbo's dead. So you can see the exhaust fins are just junked. It's crazy looking. I wonder how long they've been like that. Hello YouTube! Today I'm making a fake Noriaro video. So what we're gonna do, Sai and I right here are gonna walk around at Ebisu and show you all the amazing RX-7s. Now there's more RX-7s here at Ebisu today than I've probably ever seen in my life. Do you agree, Sai?
Yeah.
It's crazy. So we're gonna start off, first of all, you never see RX-8s in the United States doing anything that I'm aware of. I'm sure they do something. I'm never around them at all. But there's a bunch of cool ones here. There's even Psy is a, what is this Psy in FRS?
No, it's a BRZ.
It's a wait, I thought BRZs were super rare here.
They are. This is one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, super cool BRZ. It looks like they all have some type of transponder on the top of them so they can do road racy stuff today. He has no passenger seat. What kind of wheels does he have? Beautiful FD-RX-7. This is super cool. Now, most of the RX-7s here are super reliable because they just do cooling modifications. They don't do a lot of like engine modifications to make them faster. They just keep them really simple. Something else you see here, I see this a lot in the D1 Street Light, D1 Street Legal, and now it's called D1 Light stuff, is they have little tiny fender flare here, additions. You never see this in the United States, any type of fender flare that's, you know, like that big and a little tiny piece of rubber or plastic added on. But that's kind of common here in Japan. I'm not sure if it's a style thing or they have to for some reason, but you do see it a bunch. There's a really cool FD. Look at this. What is this, a Turbo 2, Psy?
Yep.
A Cage Turbo 2 that's stripped out, road race car.
I think it's a full REMMia thing too.
Yeah? Psy knows a lot more about all the rare Japanese parts than I do. Has a bolt-in cage, it looks like. Cool wheels. This is a bit more aggressive looking body-wise. Wide body, but stock wheel fitment in the back. This one's wide body, but much more aggressive wheel fitment. This is interesting because it's like the style where you went wide body for looks and everything and you lowered the car a lot, but you didn't get bigger wheels. Crazy canards. Is this another BRZ?
Yep. It's a bird.
Why are there so many BRZs here?
I think they're more track oriented than the other cars are. Than that for us.
That makes no sense.
This one's fancy. You got the fancy BBS like wheels and like the Brembos.
Oh, look at this. Here's one with the hood actually open so we can see. Oh man, he has a big turbo. HKS T04Z. That's the really good sounding turbo. No, the T51R is the really good sounding one. That one probably sounds great too though.
These headlight things are like $1,000.
You don't have fancy $1,000 headlights, Si? No?
No.
What's funny though is the stock ones look way fancier on new cars. They're just trying to catch up.
Yeah. It's for aerodynamics, you know? It's like smooth.
He's got a cool pan speed sticker.
It's a pan speed car.
Oh, is it? They have actual, oh, okay. They have actual pan speed stuff here too. The actual like shop cars here today.
So clean.
Smells like race gas here. For obvious reasons. Because they're all rotaries and they need race gas to stay together. This one's super cool looking. RX-8 again. RX-8. I can't believe how many RX-8s there are. This is an interesting, super small wide body. It's almost not any wide body at all. That's a weird look. I'm not sure why they did that. What are you looking at?
F-15.
Is it cool?
That's super cool.
There's an infamous RX-7 spare tire. We always laugh that we're going to put those on our drift cars and make people drive on them. Oh, that is rad. Look at Sai with his Japanese stance doing his thing.
So good.
So excited.
I think it's so good.
Sai, is this some type of coupe that is a fixed roof Miata?
The RF?
Like MX-5?
The RF.
So this is fixed top. It doesn't look like it comes down, or does it?
It does. This is the same thing Alex got.
Okay, so this roof does move.
Yeah. So it's like a Targa thing only though. So this
So this roof doesn't come down?
No. This part goes up. It moves up to put this down, and it comes back down.
Okay, but this stays here the whole time.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say it doesn't look like it can fold down.
No. So this just disappears. And
That's really good looking.
Yeah.
I really like the style of this car.
That's nice.
I would drive this, except I don't fit.
Yeah. Yeah, we tried to fit you in.
Yeah, I didn't even come close to fitting. This thing looks rad though.
Oh, 4-lug SSRs.
I can't even fit in this thing with like an aftermarket seat.
Well, you might.
I don't know. Look at little SSRs. I never know which way to go. Let's look at this. This, if you're not an RX-8 person, this is hilarious. Look at how far back the engine is. And that's even just like the accessories at the front and everything. Engine is so far back in these things, which you would think would make this thing a great performance car, but they're not really performance cars. They're really slow. Also, we always troll these things. We troll all rotaries, but I do like rotaries. They're fun. And RX-7s are obviously beautiful cars. RPF-1s. Hello. Sugoi. Those are such cool little RPF-1s. It's interesting how they have very different concave surfaces in the front and back. And it's a Supreme car. That's really funny. Whoop. Let's look at this. He looks like he has a good sense of humor with this car. This is probably a super enjoyable car to drive out here too. Front wheel drive cars out on racetracks are super easy to control and very fun and forgiving. I really do enjoy them. I like rear wheel drive cars and stuff obviously more, but I've road raced some Hondas and stuff before during endurance, like Trump car, Lemons type car racing. They're really fun. You don't have to worry about the reliability of them so much. They have fairly simple drivetrains since everything doesn't go back. It's all up here. There's not really a drive shaft and all those other things. Really fun cars to drive. Not that a drive shaft is going to make your car more unreliable or anything. It's just like the less parts to a car, probably the better it's going to be as an endurance car. These little Miatas are beautiful. This has an aftermarket bigger turbo. Looks like some type of HKS kit. Yeah, it's a TO4Z again. Listen how quietly it idles. So nice. He has these same wide body fenders that don't do anything. That's really weird. This car is beautiful as well. Again with those same wide body fenders. It must be really common, I guess. Or at least, could be a series racing thing too. To fit a super specific tire, they have to do that. Looks like it's still on factory twins. Let's go look over the wall. The RX-8 is going a lot slower than the RX-7. There we go. This RX-8's going faster. Pop. Another RX-8. So that RX-8 we saw a second ago looked like it might have been turbo or something. It was spitting out fire and had a very different exhaust note than that one that just went by. And with RX-7s and RX-8s and all of these rotary cars, I know that if you have much muffler on them, they'll blow up, supposedly, because they'll overheat road racing. But all these things are really quiet for the most part. Look at Sai doing his thing. Yeah, I know, it's really cool. It has like the real throwback to the like 1960s or whatever British roadster era.
There's a lot of expensive parts on this car.
Yeah?
See, the tail lights are like $800.
Really?
Expensive tail lights.
Oh, look at that. Really does supposed to look like an old British roadster. I think this is probably my favorite car here so far. The one that I would want the most. Even though I don't really fit in it. There's something about like a modern little sports car that's new and all the body like panels fit really nicely and it's stylish and has a bunch of small additions like the little bumper lip, a little tiny wing. I probably wouldn't do a wing and the wheels and stuff. It's very like, looks like you could really drive this thing and enjoy it a lot. One of the problems with race cars is the more race car it gets, the less you enjoy it on the street and the less that you actually spend time in the car. So like if you get a car and it's like a caged crazy car, you might sometimes only spend minutes in it a year. Whereas that, you could, you know, drive it to work and have a great time. Oh, this is super cool. I was over at Pan Speed a few years ago and I saw this in their actual shop. This is probably the coolest looking RX-8 that I've ever seen. If I remember correctly, it has like maybe a 3-rotor in it? I don't know. I don't remember. He has the biggest meatball race car tires that we've seen on any of the cars here. This car was most likely trailered in because it would be really difficult to put enough gas in it to get it all the way to an event. Non-functional vent up front. I don't want to bug these guys and poke the camera around too much in their pits. Super cool car though. With very serious looking people standing around it. Hello. Another big turbo, two-rotor. Sometimes, since I'm not a rotary person, I have to sit there and count the little intake things to see how many runners there are, since it's 2 runners per rotor, to make sure it's not some crazy car and I'm mistaking it. Because if it's a Pan Speed car, it could very easily be, you know, some 3-rotor monster or something. And with just a bunch of accessories up front and a little intake manifold and you can't see the motor, I don't even know it would be in there. But it's pretty obvious when you have like a 3 or 4 rotor, because the intake manifold gets so big. This car has a super aggressive body. It looks kind of like it was driven here on the street though. It still has a radio. This car is super cool. And there's something about FDRX7s that just looks so race car. Probably because they're such small cabins and so uncomfortable that they feel like race cars. Looks like he has wheel spacers up on his strut mounts. That looks like that about concludes this. Let's go find Cy and go drifting some more.
put it on my door.
Same.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey. Arigato.
Arigato, have a good day. I didn't know you were taking us to Disney World, Aaron.
It's currently day 2, and we came to Up Garage to look for a replacement turbo because I blew my turbo. Day 2 of Chandler driving, not just day 2 of being here. Oh God, it's gonna be hard to hold this camera. I'm in a massaging chair looking through option magazines, and there's pictures and a story about sorry, it's hard to concentrate getting a massage chair thing, Ebisu circuit rally stuff. So it's so cool seeing like little 180 SXs jumping through. If you see that little corner worker tower, you know where it all is. Just very interesting and cool. Kumakubo next to his Rally S15. There's our buddy Yokoi who came over to our event 3 years in a row. Oh, that's not the same car we did the story on. Must be so many of those cars. I wish we had magazines where you could see all this cool S chassis stuff laid out nicely like this. One thing we don't have in America. Oh look, it's Andy from Power Vehicles. I should have known he'd be in here because he is on the cover. I want to be on the cover in Option magazine. And it's up at the top of Manami. How do I look, Sai? Do I look beautiful? Do I look good? Huh?
Oh my God.
I need to find a bigger one though.
No, you need a smaller
It's a
one.
little bit tight in the crotch.
That's the point. That's the point, Aaron.
You look beautiful, Mark. Mark, you look beautiful.
It's the same thing.
Let's see if it fits.
They're just
Trying on Japanese people's clothes. Come on.
Pretty tight on my dick.
Yeah?
Well, you know
you'll be
why.
Zip it up and then try and
Do you
bend
love it?
It fits.
Felt that around my waist.
No,
Wait, does it match your shirt? It matches your shirt like perfectly. I thought that was part of the thing. Whew. Look like a pumpkin.
It's like,
It looks good.
that fits.
Is it comfortable?
Really well.
This fits way better than the one from the store the other night.
That never rips. It's like,
It's beautiful, Mark. Get it.
do yoga.
Get it.
Do yoga.
I'm gonna get it.
Hey, Mark. When was the last time you saw these two things in a room? Oh, hey, look, there you're in your mirror. A bunk bed in a hotel room. We got a bunk bed. Does that excite you? I have talk bunk.
That's fine. Well, you can have bottom.
And Sai is sick. He's miserable. Look, he has like a fever or something. He's freezing. I'm sorry, Sai.
It's that fucking food
He's so sad.
Definitely not the food.
Because he's being a garbage disposal.
Look at him shiver. Sai's gonna look back at this when he finally watches a Lone Star Drift video in like 10 years with his children.
Still hasn't happened yet.
He's gonna be like, I'm sick. Oh.
Aaron, making me laugh is killing me. He knows it too.
It's the food drink, man. I'm telling you. You gotta live off of 7-Eleven.
Oh, and what's the word for today? The Japanese word?
For what?
Wakabi? Is it? Was that it?
Bukaki?
No. That's it.
Wabaki?
Wabaki. There you go. Wabaki. That's slipper. I just realized that's the only Japanese word Mark knows.
What?
Bukaki.
No, I said Wabaki. I know that
Okay,
one.
you know 2.
And I know Konnichiwa.
3. Only
What's the other one?
one of your words so far is not. I was gonna say one of your words right now is hardcore porn, hentai, and the other 2 are like slippers.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Okay. So the 360 camera's going really well, Sai.
Damn it, Aaron! Wait, can we save it, the memory card?
Yeah, the memory card's in the bottom. Take
God
it off.
damn it! We didn't even get to use it during Matsuri. You just-
There you go. Did you go capture that and see if we can recover it?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We didn't even make it a week.
No. Well, I mean, like, I wasn't even, like, being that aggressive. Did you hear the guy slam the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, he slammed the wall and a chunk of his car came off and hit it and just blew it to pieces.
No way.
Yeah.
The
light came off.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the camera that chunked
Yeah.
out? I thought it was his body parts.
Yeah, no, a body part came off and flew and hit the camera. We probably shouldn't be able to say it. How are you doing, by the way?
How's it going?
Good.
Back again?
Yeah. All right, Si, do not lose that.
Jesus.
I wonder if we can get a replacement. Because that thing is cool as hell. And here we have the Matsuri driver in his natural habitat with a sledgehammer hitting his fender. Instead of grabbing the right tool for the job, he grabs the only tool he knows how to use.
It's the best tool for Matsuri.
Uh-huh. It's amazing how many ways you can use that thing. About the only thing it can't do is take the tire off and the wheel off the car. Unless you tried really hard. What are you doing, Mesker? Just
Getting that nice fit mate.
so it was like wrecked before, and you're just making it smooth so the tire turns properly.
Exactly, yeah. The whole way
it's
it just kept
curvy in?
scraping up.
All right.
So now it should be good.
What did it take to get your car ready for Matsuri this year?
Roll cage, harness, and oil change.
That's it? Nothing else?
Nope.
Didn't take any other didn't put in a clutch or change out suspension parts?
Not yet. Hopefully not yet.
No? No racks? Just arrive and drive almost?
Yeah. Well, last year I changed out all my front suspension right before I left. So
Yeah.
I came here with fresh suspension.
And the cage was already installed for you, wasn't it, by
Yeah.
Power Vehicles?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm ready to drive, but tomorrow.
right.
I don't get to drive today.
Aw.
It's Chandler driving. All right. Look, Sai's actually doing his job. Look at this. Sai has a camera in his hands. This is crazy. Hi, Sai. Can you focus that close?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Ben got drunk last night, and now he's about to. Are you gonna drive today?
Yeah, I got something to tow on.
Okay.
You have a horrible camera. I'm sorry. You have a horrible camera out there.
You guys probably can't hear anything he's talking about, but he was having bad camber wear. So he grabbed new arms and is about to toss those babies on.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah. So,
These are $50. This is $50. Those tires are more, so I'm gonna double the life out of them, and it's worth it.
and the thing about drifting is you want the most even tire wear possible, so you get the most tire life possible. If you look at stance cars and stuff, a lot of the time they have lots of camber and everything else. That means you have reduced grip, but you also have crazy bad tire life. Sometimes the tires won't even last a quarter of as long as they need to go. And for you people on the metric system, that's 25%. So yeah, you can see that it wasn't even wearing the outside of the tire almost at all inside. You can do better than that.
Nice.
Is that making any progress?
Yeah, no, it should go seal now. I need to go try it.
Did you just do that? Oh no, it's got a sticker on it.
Yeah, no, they just didn't mount up because the wheels are so bent.
Yeah. You know what's sad is my SSRs are like that. They're in a pile down there and I haven't been running them or anything.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with yours.
Right.
Just get over it and move on to new wheels.
Yeah.
But it's just sad.
I mean, because all other three still work. So hopefully this one will go hold air. We'll see.
Yeah. That wheel's kind of crazy right there. You see that? There's like a, no, on the inside.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Yeah, this dent right here.
How'd you get a dent freaking there? That's nuts.
I don't know. Ebisu.
They're pretty hammered. Literally hammered.
Very hammered.
The good thing about these wheels is like the inside is like really heavy duty like metal compared to the lips.
Yeah, because they're 50 pounds.
Yeah. Look at
They're
the
so
outside.
heavy.
They're two different materials.
Fun, Mark? Good. Are you riding with Chandler?
I was, yeah.
Good. How is he doing?
Good.
Did he go? I saw him go down. Did he do toge or just go get fuel?
Fuel.
Okay, cool. Chandler just came by and he's like, Aaron, the exhaust fell off. What do I do?
I was like, you jack the car up and put it back on, man. You're in charge of the car. And right now he's like trying to do it without getting on the ground. It's really funny. So he's operating the jack with his foot. Hey Ben, did I sell you an okay car or is this a terrible car?
Do I?
Did I say?
You sold me an amazing car. I love it.
And so it's not a complete piece of garbage like it looks like.
It's a sort of piece of junk, but it thrashes hard. So
But it drives, and that's all that
drives hard,
matters.
That's it. It just looks like it's junk until you get inside.
I'm always like curious when I see cars like this sell here, if like it's the worst deal of someone's life and they're gonna be miserable if it's good, and you didn't know until you got here.
No,
and
I
you
bought
took
it
a leap
year
of faith.
ago. I bought it a year ago after round 6 last season.
Is this the best used car you've ever
It's
bought?
the best used car I've ever bought. Dude. I love it. It's a thrasher. I've already made probably 60 laps today.
Yeah.
Easily. I did 40 or 50 up at North Course, and I was down at.
So you're already over 100 and probably 50 laps easy for the whole trip.
Oh, easily.
Probably in the hundreds. That's good. Up here. Oh, Nick grinded gears. He doesn't know how to shift a manual transmission. He normally drives a sequential. He's like, why do you have to do all these other patterns? Yeah. Come on, guys, let's eat. Come on. Get inside. Lunchtime. Whoop. Oh, there's not a giant line in here right now. There was a huge line in here yesterday. And what's so funny is we were the only like Gaijin white people in here the other day, and everyone was staring at us like we were the zoo, weren't they?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. And as we get closer to Matsuri time, it flips. But it's some type of holiday right now, so it's a public holiday because we needed to go to the bank and they exchange money and stuff. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so there's a lot of people here for the zoo itself, not just for drifting. Giant ice cream cone. Boom. Sai is sick too. Sai, you feeling better?
I got worse apparently.
Oh man. I'll take you to the hotel.
You're not
if you
wearing
want.
the mask, man. You're getting everybody else sick.
And this is the cafeteria every day at the track that we eat at. They have little plastic versions of the food you're gonna eat, and then reel back there. For some reason, I got spaghetti yesterday, and I really want spaghetti again. I'm gonna get
It'll be
spaghetti.
the third day.
I know. No care.
I kind of want to try the chicken.
Oh, they're snuggling. These guys have been sleeping together every night too. They're best buddies.
Aaron's a princess. And
Best buddies. You guys got the big bed. I had to sleep on the bunk bed.
I would gladly sleep on the bunk bed.
No.
Fit up there because Chandler barely fit. He said his head was on the wall and his feet was on the rails.
My feet went over the edge and just hung out. It was good.
Chilling.